Mainstream chooses to get involved in communities and work with communities from a very early development stage in their project life cycle. We work with our communities through the development phase, the construction phase and the operation, so it's a very long-term relationship.
In Mainstream, we think globally and act locally. Acting locally means we have to engage and get acceptance within communities. Often they're very isolated communities, often they're indigenous communities. They have their own cultures, their own way of doing things. So immediately when we decide we would like to build a project in an area and start the development process, we will engage with the local community and get their permission, build the relationships, but also invest in that community.
Mainstream's approach to dealing with communities, firstly by ensuring that we have proper engagement strategies. We also do proper needs analysis and assessment to understand the community needs before we start implementing our projects.
This means finding a local team out in project areas who understand the community needs, who understand the local issues and what's going to be concerning them.
It's very important to talk with the communities early because we can work together and co-design the project together.
In Chile, the first thing we do is a stakeholder map. That way we get to know what the area is like, who lives there, who we should be working with, and how we can co-design the project with them. Then we sign a long-term agreement with the community for the whole construction and operation period. And there we have a community fund where we're able to help them with projects that contribute to local development in their specific communities.
We need to work with the community in a way that they feel that they are equal partners to the project. When you listen to the communities, you move with the communities in terms of project development and implementation.
Since we engage with the communities in an early stage, we receive their feedback and we really try to incorporate in the project layout.
This brings a huge amount of support and reward from communities who feel that they've actually been listened to and engaged with.
Because we work with so many different types of people with different beliefs, cultures and backgrounds, it's important to ensure that we're all striving towards the same goals.
Whether that's helping to build libraries or provide computers or soccer fields or whatever that is, we want the community to feel like this is their project.
We work in 3 major areas: education and capacity building, entrepreneurship, and cultural heritage, which is especially important for Indigenous people.
The biggest challenges these communities are facing is lack of economic opportunities. Moving forward, our biggest priorities is to work with the Department of Health, helping them with resources required to make it easy for the community to access healthcare.
Through our initiatives, we want to contribute to local development. We want to be part of the territory.
We've made promises to communities and we are committed to seeing them through.
What's always impressed me about Mainstream and our work with communities is that we deliver on the commitments that we make. I'm thinking of a project we developed very early in Mainstream's history in South Africa, where we undertook to take an entire cohort in the local school through an extra maths and science program, all the way through to graduation. And that was, I think, a very simple illustration of that long-term commitment that Mainstream has.
We respect the communities that we work in. We respect the people that we deal with. We institutionalize that respect in a set of procedures within the company. We develop in areas where others don't travel because we know how to work with communities.
It is vitally important that all of Mainstream's activities are done with integrity and respect.
We focus intensely on early engagement, working with those communities, understanding them and getting them to understand us and what it is that we can bring to their community.
We contact all the local leaders and see how we can work with them better and how we can inform the rest of the community.
It's key that we understand the communities that we work in, and we respect the communities that we work in, that we get their buy-in.
We believe in lighting up communities with electricity and empowering them. It's so important.